And joining us now with more on the ongoing war and the security situation in the north is Lieutenant Colonel in the Reserve Sarit Zehavi, founder and president of ALMA, specializing in Israel's security challenges on the northern border. Sarit, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So after nearly a year returning the residents of northern Israel to their homes, 60,000 are still displaced and the rest live under a constant rocket fire. Returning them now is an official war goal. So what will it take to achieve this goal, and why make it a goal now?
Why now? You should ask the government. I think it should have happened long ago. I think that in order to bring the people back, they should see achievements in elimination, the capabilities of Hezbollah to massacre, to launch anti-tank rockets. We should see deployment of the IDF on the borderline in a way that will prevent infiltration of terrorists in massive amounts. We should see active and passive defense side by side with the offense that was just decided upon. All of that together, and of course with a lot of incitement to the people that are living here, may help us to bring the people back home.
Now, diplomatic efforts are still underway to achieve a solution in the north, though we have seen increased rhetoric from leaders across the political spectrum that a war is forthcoming. Can Israel afford to leave Hezbollah on its border? I mean, after all, Israel did have a diplomatic agreement with Hamas as well on October 6th.
No, I want to say something about the difference. The arrangement that existed in Lebanon was supposed to create a different reality that Hezbollah is not there. This was the meaning of the arrangement from 2006. Of course, it was never implemented from day one. So any talkings of diplomatic arrangement should deal with the disarming of Hezbollah in South Lebanon, at least in South Lebanon. Of course, this was never the case in Gaza. In Gaza, it was just ceasefire without talking of any disarmament of Hamas, which is a problem. The problem in the north is that the arrangement that was created didn't include an effective monitoring mechanism. Neither UNIFIL nor the Lebanese army were willing to clash with Hezbollah. And this meant that Hezbollah could do whatever it wants in South Lebanon and rearm right after the war in 2006.
So do you believe that war with Hezbollah is inevitable, if not now, then in the near future?
We are already at war with Hezbollah. Since October 8th, there is fire to the north every day. And the only question now is how do we stop that? And at the same time, how do we bring, as you said, how do we bring security and bring the people back home? But war, it's not a choice whether to go to war. We are already at war that we didn't choose and we didn't initiate.
And expanding the war, if you will, is that something that Israel, that the home front is prepared for?
The home front is never prepared enough, I'll put it this way. I don't know what exactly measures of offensive the government and the IDF will decide to do. There is a wide spectrum of things that could be done that were not done until today. It may bring to more escalation, as you said, with regard to the home front of Israel, but at the same time, if we will see achievements, and I believe we will see achievements, with the elimination of capabilities of Hezbollah, not even all capabilities, this could be very helpful in bringing the people back home. It's not going to be easy. We are in a campaign that was forced on us. We didn't want that. But it is clear to all of us today that the fact that the northern part of Israel is not part of Israel anymore is a strategic problem, and Israel cannot continue in this situation.
And there are many critics saying that if Israel shifts its focus to the north before a hostages deal, that any hope of their return will be diminished. I mean, what is your take on this?
I think on the contrary. I think we pretty much lost many of the leverage of pressure on Hamas during the time. And maybe if we are being creative, if we are threatening Hezbollah, indirectly, it could bring a pressure to Hamas as well to release the hostages, because they will not have the back of Hezbollah anymore. Hezbollah will be busy with his own campaign and will be deeply threatened by the IDF as well. So I think on the contrary, this is another mean to pressure Hamas, and of course there should be more.
Absolutely. Well, a very tense situation on the northern border. Sarit Zehavi, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today.
Thank you.